Donald Trump just started out a new conversation saying that our supply chain has been in trouble for decades, that we have been sold out by globalism to other countries. And here he brought in a rice farmer. This rice farmer was told to describe how the industry has been screwed by the previous administrations.
Go ahead, please. Tell us about rice.
Rice. Well, thank you, first of all, for inviting me here. And my friend, the secretary, you have an incredible lady right here. She really is. Along with being a mother of 3 and a wife, I run my family's agribusiness, Kennedy Rice Mill, in a little town called Moraige, Louisiana, but also abroad. And my sisters and I, because there is 4 of us, right? But I wish I was here under better terms. I'll tell you, I think the rice industry thanks you sincerely for what you have done for the California rice market into Japan. It has been monumental for our industry. Market dynamics that really are true.
Now, I firmly believe that the year 2026 is going to be one where they introduce massive amounts of supply chain and food issues across the entire board. So from getting rice will be hard to purchase. It'll be more expensive. Everything that touches soybean, including soybean oil that you see in ultra processed foods, will have a problem with oats. We'll have a problem with corn. This is either a byproduct of over genetic modification, globalization, or some other issue that we are not yet being told about.
And or any of the 3 of you, how large the deposit of lithium would be across the United States in that Smack River Formation, what it could be transformationally to our economy and to our ability to become independent from and decouple from China.
Between Nevada and the Arkansas-Texas region, we have much better reserves than the Chinese do. And actually, if you combine them together, it's more than what you actually have in Bolivia. It's higher grade and better than what you have in Canada. It's actually better, more responsible mining techniques. We could be actually a world-class, sizable global supplier of actually lithium refined chemicals in this country and actually usurp the Chinese.
So that's going to be the next push, is resources. Now, we just did a live show the other day in which we were discussing how resource wars are going to be something that fights through 2026. You're already starting to see it a little bit. Resource wars with Venezuela and oil. Resource wars between Russia and Ukraine. This is just the beginning.
Last weekend, ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant neighbors. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker, and that includes the more than 3 million immigrants who call this city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you...
So here's Mondami. He's the New York City mayor. Let me tell you what he's talking about. He has a little bit of music playing, so I don't want to play it. He says, here's what you can do. The first thing you must do is know your rights. Now, let me tell you something. If you're in this country illegally, you've committed fraud to either get in here, or you are driving a driver's license or taking taxpayer money or doing any of the other things that these non-sanctuary and sanctuary cities have allowed, you are acting as a criminal. And so you do not have the legal right that he is talking about. So he says if you encounter ICE, and remember, Mondami, he just had that meeting with Trump. Trump said if you play nice, everything will be okay. But now, just a couple of weeks later, look at what he's saying. If you encounter ICE, he says, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. ICE cannot enter into a private space. ICE cannot enter into your home, your school, or a private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. He says these are what the warrants signed and judge signed look like. He says that if ICE doesn't have that signed by a judge, you have the right to say, I don't consent to entry. You have the right to keep the door closed. He says ICE will show paperwork that makes it look like they have the right to do it. So here he is giving some basic skills to illegals to evade immigration enforcement. We just saw a almost 8-pointer earthquake strike Japan yesterday. Look at what happened there. There was a brief tsunami warning that took place with this, but thankfully nothing big happened. Here's ICE arresting and deporting Somalis from Somalia in Minnesota, USA.
Leave him alone! You guys cannot do that. That's illegal.
Now, you don't see very many. You know, a lot of the people who, they just know their gig is up, right? They've played the system. They've frauded the American people. They are here when they shouldn't be. They get caught, and what does it matter to them? They just get a free ride back home.
Call 911. Call 911. They're doing kidnapping. That's illegal. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Kidnapping. Call 911. Name a called kidnapping.
Maybe she should put her phone down if she thinks it's illegal and actually call 911 herself.
The president views the last 40 years as an era of which American workers and American farmers have been ripped off. They've been ripped off, and what he's saying is we want to have trade with the world, but it has to be a trade in which American businesses and American workers and the products they make and what American farmers grow and produce has a fair shot to be sold around the world. On issue after issue, that's been the case. You talk about foreign aid reforms. This is not our money. This is taxpayer money. When the president has said is we're going to do foreign aid, but we're going to do foreign aid for countries that are aligned with the United States and in a way that doesn't waste the taxpayers' money.
We can only hope that Rubio there is discussing the truth, what will actually happen, that the United States of America will begin to put American citizens first. If history shows us anything, it's that's going to be a hard truth to realize.
"24/7 that we are." But
this guy says that when you should assume you're part of a psychological operation, you should assume that it's happening right now.
let's go into the details. But
what are the signs that something is a psychological operation specifically?
So narrative sticking points. So matching narrative is number one. And matching narrative means that I'm hearing pretty much the same messaging from media outlets, celebrity influencers, which is number two, and authority. So people that are in a position of social authority, not like cops and lawyers, and judges, but people in social authority, like pop singers. And I won't say any names. Pop singers, the most popular pop singers, all saying the same shit on social media.
So he says, rule number one is when you start to see everybody parroting the exact same message, you can tell that this is pre-scripted. Big money is calling for them to say the same thing. It basically takes away the opinion. You know, that's why a lot of people are here as part of this family, full spectrum survival, because at the end of the day, we're just watching things happen. And I'm going to tell you whether it's right-sided, left-sided, good, bad, potential for danger in the future. That's the navigation you have to do as a human every day, because we don't know what tomorrow is going to be like. We could literally wake up and tomorrow is a America that we have no idea what it looks like. Speaking of which, here's General Dan Kane, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, saying that American combat is about to enter our own neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, we have not, if you look back over the arc of our deployment history over the last few years, we haven't had a lot of American combat power in our own neighborhood. I think that's, I suspect that's probably going to change. We'll see what we're ordered to do, and of course we follow that guidance, but we're definitely spending some time there now.
Spending some time there now as he discusses that American military power will begin to be used in our own neighborhood. That maybe means across U.S. states, which we are starting to see the militarization of United States of American territory. We will see it more in Alaska and the Arctic. We are definitely seeing it all across South America. I believe that this fight for oil and fight for resources is about to take another turn. Now, I'm not a betting man. I don't have money in stocks or futures. If I did, I would probably put them in things that keep the data centers and artificial intelligence machine rolling. Military industrial complex, AI tech mafia, That's where the money is probably going to go. Folks, you're watching Full Spectrum Survival on YouTube, where I work hard to bring you information every day so that you and your family know the direction of our country. Please make sure that you are subscribed. Share this video with friends and family, no matter which political party they affiliate with. And stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you this afternoon, 2 p.m. this afternoon. More breaking news from America and around the world.